It's me, JuiceHead, flying back into your sub boxes, or potentially not into your sub boxes, which gets me into my next point. I actually started a Discord to address that very issue. If you guys don't know, YouTube has kind of admitted, as well as many of us creators have known, not every upload goes to everyone's sub boxes unless you click the bell icon. And you're probably tired of hearing people say click the bell icon, so I have an alternative solution, and you can actually win money in the process. I started up a Discord server. For right now, it is literally nothing except me posting links to my videos the day I upload them. So you can join the server right now. I will have a never expiring invite down below. I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but even though I was clicking set link to never expire, Discord was still giving me the wrong link, so I had to manually get a link. But either way, this time the link is actually not going to expire, and in 6 days time, so on the 20th, I'm actually going to pick one person from that server to win a $50 either PayPal, Steam gift card, Xbox Live points, whatever you want, $50 in general though. So for right now, there's no chat portion. It's just literally going to be a way for you to actually see when I upload a new video. But with all that being said, we could just jump into this video, which is upcoming mods for Fallout 4, the series where I show you currently work in progress mods by different mod authors in the community. So we have another update to the Autumn Overhaul by Mass Shep. This is actually going to be a mod that he's been working on for quite a while now. This is the same guy that worked on the Summer Overhaul. He did release the Winter Overhaul that I loved. And all around, many of his mods do look very high quality. This is one that he's actually been working on for quite a while, so I don't know if maybe he's just slow at producing mods, or maybe he's actually just getting into the real finer details of this one. Either way, as you can see by some of these screenshots, it definitely looks pretty and something that's going to be awesome to have in our games. For many people, we are just entering into spring, like actually spring weather, not just the season started. So switching over from your winter overhaul to a autumn or summer overhaul could be pretty promising, and this looks like it could be the option for some people, even though it's, obviously the opposite season, but either way, it still looks very pretty and more akin to current weather than winter. Then we do have the Nightmare Hound by Shadow Liger. This is the mod author working on many of those other dog mods, the Rex Companion mod that does replace dog meat, as well as the actual fully fledged Project Cyberdog that has been a work in progress for quite a while. Either way, now again we are looking at a new NPC from him. He has another mod that adds in a canine looking NPC, so I imagine this one's going to work very similarly to that one. More or less, as you travel around the Commonwealth now, you're going to find this NPC spawning probably around some of those dark and scary areas. As you can see by these screenshots, it looks absolutely awesome. In particular, this image set is showing off its new armor, the armor going to be made customly for this, but he also has a bunch of other images that are going to show off just the base texture and the based NPC itself. Either way, I love this. Obviously, I'm always a huge fan of new NPCs. It's an area of Fallout 4 modding that's fairly scarce and doesn't have a ton of options, so getting some new things in there is always going to be very welcome, and this obviously looks quite high quality. I've been showing you guys a lot of this plasma Flintlock over the past few days, and it has taken a pretty big turn. I've shown you this image. This was the last and latest that we did get from N. Bradshaw. He was actually the guy originally working on this, but some new people have actually entered onto the team. First is ElectroSus912, and he actually has the task of getting this implemented into the game and some of the functionality for it. As you can see by the screenshot, it doesn't look very good. It obviously is in the game, but the textures are leaving a lot to be desired. I do want to mention him though, because this is a very integral part, obviously getting it implemented correctly. But then we also do have the third new team member now actually creating it into a team, and that's going to be D. Polari. He's someone I've featured quite a few times on this. He's made a ton of other retexture mods for different power armors, some of the different pieces of equipment in Fallout 4, and now as you can see by these screenshots, he is working on the energy Flintlock, and oh my god, does this look good. So if we actually get to see something even remotely like this and get to experience that in game, I think it's going to be a very special mod. I really like how all these guys have come together and used their individual talents and skills to actually get this into the game. D. Polari definitely putting the cherry on top with his amazing texture work, and I just wanted to feature this. It is really something that I featured in a video a few weeks ago as something that never got made, that I wish got made, and now it's actually getting made. Obviously, I don't take credit for this at all. I was never in contact with any of these guys. They went out of their way to actually make it a reality, and that is amazing. Then we have another update to that ODST armor I did show you all last time, and wow, this update is really nice looking. The armor is still originally by Darkman, and we see some of the images of kind of the base armor, but he also does mention that Nova Finch and U653748 are working on more features and skins to go along with it. Nova Finch, as you guys know, is the one working on the Mizraya Armory, bringing a bunch of different Halo equipment into Fallout 4. And as you can see in some of these subsequent screenshots, we do have a look at some of the other skins that will appear on this armor. Some of the potential ones, or the ones they're working on, are different faction ones, military camouflages, as well as a bunch of different visor colors. He also does mention that the way it's going to be implemented into the game is a few select factions in Fallout 4 are going to have sets of this armor, probably customized ones, and more or less it's going to be suggested that they found the documents or schematics for this and actually recreated it in their own style. I really like that idea. Obviously, it's not the most lore-friendly thing in the world, but even just that extra added bit of effort, I think will go a long way for a lot of players. I've been a huge Halo fan for a long time, you guys know that, and I'm really excited to actually get this one in game. It's coming together to look like something that's going to be quite special. Then we do have another update to the Lee Enfield, or actually we have an official name for the Lee Enfield even. That's going to be the Royal Arms Pack. If you guys have been following this mod, you'll know that Access actually was doing a vote to actually have the name of this be selected by the community, since it wasn't just including the Lee Enfield, it was including a few other options also, so just calling it the Lee Enfield didn't make much sense. And thus the Royal Arms Pack was born. It also seems like it's going to include at least one custom NPC, and I'm actually not sure what that thing in the player character's hand is. It looks very interesting, and maybe it's melee related or something. But we also got some updates in video form by Haru. This is actually uploaded to his channel. He always puts a ton of work into his videos, so I'm only going to show you a short snippet of it, and I will have a link to the full video actually at the end of this one if you're interested, or down below. So we have some more updates on the PipBoy 2000. Obviously, I showed you guys last time. This is another mod that was taking a vote, trying to figure out what it was going to do as far as animations went. And it seems like they have somewhat decided. We have a few new videos from them. I'll also have a link to these down below, but they're largely test videos, nothing like fully production quality wise. Either way, PipBoy mods are obviously quite scarce. There's different paint jobs, but that doesn't even compare to something like this, or of course the PipBad made by the same people. I'm very excited to get a new option on the playing field, the PipBoy 2000 obviously being from the previous Fallout games, a little blast to the past if any of you have actually played them. And last but not least, we actually have something that isn't a mod, but hopefully I can use somewhat of my influence through this video to get it into a mod. So this guy 1000 Steinar actually uploaded this image and it looks amazing. It seems like he created this in the game using maybe the creation kit or some other options. It's kind of a power armor frame with different power tools or like a hammer attached to it, and it looks really freaking cool. And he kind of describes it as what would happen if a robotics expert got his hands on a power armor frame, but his modding skills are too weak to make it into an actual wearable power armor. So thus I'm featuring it in this video. I would love to see this in game. I think it's a really interesting and cool concept. It almost looks like it's going to be kind of a cross between robot crafting in Fallout 4 and the power armor crafting. I think it'd be a really interesting way to actually mix up even some of the vanilla power armors, and I don't know what's possible or what the limitations of the game are, but it looks awesome and I would love to get something even slightly resembling this as a mod for Fallout 4. So again, I'm featuring it. Hopefully get some attention and somebody or some group of people can make it a reality. I'm just gonna wrap it up for this one. I don't really have a fun fact for the day, just I guess a fun fact about me for the day. When I went to college, I really cut down on YouTube. If you're a long-term subscriber, which I imagine very few of you actually are, in the comments and messages I do see some of you actually were around for my Minecraft days. Before I did Fallout, I actually made Minecraft videos for many years. And when I got into college, obviously Minecraft kind of being something that's almost a little bit embarrassing, I kind of cut down on this. I was very in the closet about making videos, and I still kind of am. Not many people know that about me. So having roommates and kind of being a little bit in the closet about YouTube, I very gradually stopped doing it. I went from uploading daily to, not as much and then never at all. And yet obviously here I am making Fallout 4 videos. It was really actually just through seeing nobody covering mods that really got me into YouTube. At first I was making some videos before Fallout 4 came out, but even after that I barely posted at that point, and I would just make a video every once in a while. And then it actually did some Fallout 4 battles, so I don't know if you guys remember that, but where NPCs would fight each other. But it was actually me just being a normal player of Fallout 4 and looking at what everyone else was doing that I started making my own content, because nobody was really posting consistent mod content. Everyone had their mods weekly, and some people did make one other weekly series on mods, but no one was doing daily content. That's kind of originally how I started making Fallout videos and how I kind of got a following, because I guess other people were looking for that daily mod content. There's no real point in me saying this to you, I just figured I'd share it because why not? I was thinking about it today, and yeah, it's pretty much it. As always, again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.